Hi, this is HartnettWork, and you need to hear this. The Chiefs are going to make the playoffs. I'm going to break down why they're going to make the playoffs. Now hit that subscribe button. The Chiefs have 7 games left. The national media has them out of the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs. Are you kidding me? They're the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been to 4 Super Bowls, and they've won 3 of them. Like, let's give me a break. So they play the Colts next week. Guess what? They can drop that game, and they're still going to make the playoffs. They can still go 11-6 or 12-5. Like, come on now. So I think that they drop that game. But if they don't drop that game, they can still drop 1 game, and they'll still be in the playoffs. So nobody needs to freak out. I'm not a Chiefs fan, okay? I don't like the Chiefs. I despise the Chiefs. But guess what? Even I know that they've got a real shot at making the playoffs. They're going to play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. They're going to kill the Cowboys, okay? Then they're going to play the Texans. They're going to kill the Texans. The Texans, they're struggling. They're a struggling team. They barely beat the Titans. They can't stay healthy. They don't have a running game. They have a pretty good defense. The Broncos have the best defense in the league. I would not say that they have the best defense in the league. The Chargers, that's going to be an interesting game. I think the Chargers fall out of the playoffs. I also think the Steelers fall out of the playoffs, and I think the Ravens will take their spot. Now, I think that the Chiefs will jump into the playoffs, and they'll either knock out the Steelers or they'll knock out the Chargers. I just think that the Steelers are too inconsistent, and the Ravens, they're firing on all cylinders. So I think the Ravens are going to go, and I think that they knock the Steelers out. The next game that they have on their schedule is the Titans. Are you kidding me? The Titans are the worst team in the league. The Titans, I feel so bad for the Titans. They don't have a coach. The Titans lose every game, and they look just awful unless they're playing Arizona, and Arizona is even, more of a joke. So then they play the Broncos. That'll be an interesting game. If they lose that game, but they beat the Colts and they beat the Chargers, because those are the hardest games on their schedules. The Colts, and then the Chargers, and then they play the Broncos. And those 7 weeks, they play those games. And I think that they will beat the Broncos. I think that the Broncos play them well. I think they match up to them really well. But I think the Chiefs will be so desperate that they will win that game. And then they finish off the season beating the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders are terrible, and the Raiders will want to lose that game, so they have a better draft pick. So I have the Chiefs going 11-6. I think they drop 1 game. And if they lose this week to the Colts, it doesn't matter, because they're going to win every single game after that. And the people that are losing their minds, calm down. It's okay, Chiefs Kingdom. I don't like you, but I'm telling you, it's going to be okay. And I just think that they could even get the 5 seed. I think Jacksonville's going to lose more games than the Chiefs. And I think that they could jump over Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville could even fall out of the playoffs. I think that Pittsburgh, Chargers, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are all at risk of missing the playoffs. I'm not sold on the Patriots, and I'm not sold on the Colts either. Now, if the Bills take that division and then the Patriots start to drop, I mean, it could happen. So I just think that the Chiefs just have to keep on winning. If they don't win this week against the Colts, everything is fine. If they beat the Colts, everything is even better. They're going to make the playoffs. The Colts have a really hard schedule too. The Colts could be frauds and fall out of the playoffs. So the national media just loves to make up false narratives. And this false narrative that they're making up that the Chiefs aren't going to make the playoffs is 100% false. They're going to make the playoffs, sadly. And I do think if they match up against Denver in the playoffs, they will lose, though, because they do not match up well against Denver. Thanks for watching this video.